is 6:03. We got a little bit more pluggy, boop, boop, boop to do, so we're gonna figure that out. Maybe a few more people will roll in, and then we'll start. Yeah? Cool. Thank you for coming out.
It's also water and drinks, so bring it up. Do you want to? Yeah.
Hello, good evening, good evening. Thank you for coming out. My name is NIC Kay. Thank you so much to Diego and Robin for this invitation to activate this space. If you didn't know, today is the closing of this wonderful exhibition, which has unfolded in 3 parts. The brainchild of you all and Anthony. Love to Anthony, wherever you are. So I was really excited about trying to figure out ways in which to bring the drum live in the space and enfold it with some of the table drumming snippets that I have in my installation. Really interested in the trajectory of Black performance cultures and sonic cultures, doing a little bit of a vibe check. I, interestingly enough, ran into Jordan, not really ran into, but I was at Banff with my baby, and we went for a little bit of a walk because it was a talk, and babies can't be at talks for longer than like 10 minutes. And then your sound just sort of pulled us in across the street, and we hung out with you probably for like 20 minutes, and it was amazing. It was a beautiful moment, and I often find that is how I stumble into new types of music, right? It's through the drum and the similarities between beats that I've heard before. So really beautiful stuff. Let's start with introductions. We can start with Gabe.
My name is Gabriel Bata. I'm originally from Cameroon, Africa. Educator, artist, musician, percussionist. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
And I'm Jordan. My favorite go-to drum set is DW drums. It's US made. But you guys can follow me online, Jordan Davis Drums, on all social media platforms, and check out some of my videos. But shout out to NIC Kay for inviting me to this wonderful event.
We'll make sure to attach the information for these lovely people and their handles on whatever posts that we do, so look out for that. We're gonna vibe out. We have a few just spread things to share with you. If you need to use the bathroom, feel free to go ahead and do that. If you're thirsty, really trying to create an easy vibe here. You know what I mean? Easy vibes. All right, let me get myself together. tell so much about this desk situation is in the classrooms in which I grew up. By the way, I'm from the Bronx. People are usually like, where are you from? And I say, I'm from the Bronx. And then they don't forget. I put it in my bio all the time. Why is it important? Because the Bronx is a very special place to come from. I feel like the Bronx is number 4 on the list of the 5 boroughs in New York City. The last being Staten Island. You gotta give them some love. Staten Island, we love you. But you're number 5. You're number 4. But yeah, the school system is a challenge, right? And the classroom was a really contentious place. But our desks were, we didn't have lockers where I was from. So the desk was both our private space, but also the property of the school. So that was always a tension, right? Wanting to own it, wanting to use it, loving the sound, but also there being serious repercussions for acting up. So it's always been a spot that I hold really dear. There was a story that I shared on Instagram that I'd love to share with you guys. Ooh, can I have some water? I'm feeling really dry. So, I'm in like 4th grade. How old are you in 4th grade? Like 10, 11, maybe 10, 11? Yes, so, you know, you have these state exams, right? And you're just like shaking in your boots. You want to do well and you want to make your parents proud. So you're doing all your studying. And we had this teacher named Miss Ramaraju. Miss Ramaraju didn't play any games. She was super serious. We had a chalkboard, no smart board yet, no iPads, we had a chalkboard. And Miss Ramaraju had this diamond ring, which she always showed us, right? Because her husband proposed to her, and it was like a fat ring. And she literally would walk around the class and show us her wedding ring. She was that girl. We were like, okay, congratulations, Miss Ramaraju. So she would, when she needed our attention, she would tap her ring against the chalkboard. So we're shaking in our boots. We have this state exam coming up. Miss Ramaraju is not the most encouraging. And one of our classmates was, you know, acting a little bit of the fool, as we all do. You know what I mean? Little tension, want to just break it up a little bit. Miss Ramaraju wasn't having it. She rolled up on him and she was like, you think this is a joke, right? No, really, she's like, you think this is a joke? This is how people talk to children in New York. You think this is a joke? And then she spilled some really important tea, which she should not have said to the whole class about this person's life, and this person was not having it. Got super, super red. You know what I mean? One of those moments where you're just like out of body angry, and then was at their desk. We're all sitting at the desk, mind you. You know, we're kikiing. We're not really supporting them that much. You're like, oh, yeah, oh, right? And then this person crumbles, right? Because Miss Ramaraju is hovering over them, being nasty. And they just like bang, 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 bang. This person just like bangs on their desk. Bang, 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 bang. And we're like, oh shit, this person is OD. And they're like, OD was like doing too much. Beasting, doing too much. And they literally picked up their desk and threw it across the room. Meltdown. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in retrospect, I get it. You know what I mean? Once again, what, you're 10, 11, you got this big important test. People make you think that your whole life rides on whether or not you remember, you know, your quadratic equations. You know what I mean? And treating you horrible because of it. And some lady with a fat diamond ring is wiping it in your face, spilling your, you know, family business in front of the class. There was just a breaking point. And I just remember thinking, wow, that person's gonna get kicked out of the school. right? Definitely. I mean, Ms. Ramaraj, you didn't get kicked out of school, but the kid did get kicked out of the school. And I shared that on Instagram when I was doing the Wattis takeover, because when I chose to use the desk as a sort of sculptural connection between the two videos I have in the gallery, I thought about that stuck moment, right? Between the response and the sort of appropriateness of the behavior and the inherent criminalization of Black music, Black sound laws, what it means to create a certain level by which Black people can enjoy themselves and congregate, right? And it's a continuum, right? It may seem like super abstract situations, disparate situations, but they're all connected, right? Because these are the moments in which you learn slowly but surely to shrink and to become smaller and to abide by every rule, whether it be fair or not, on how to deal with the pain of being in the moment, right? And clearly that kid was in pain. So shout out to them, and that's one of the reasons why I love this desk so much. I'm gonna play a little snippet of
let this beat work, let this beat ride. Obviously ain't no danger in the heat eyes of God. Survive, nigga, we cook pies. Behold the passion in my eyes and let this beat ride. My only ambition is to rise, sweet songs, ain't with the fly high. So live by clean on it, fly high. I feel like it's open in my eyes, so wide. Don't know how to get nobody is so when the songs come out of this mouth, let this blade sound the keys. My favorite is so fast. Oh, yes. I feel too much. So I
So most of the videos that I have in the exhibition and little snippets of what I'm playing now are all on YouTube, about 10, 12 years old. Interestingly enough, it's really hard to find Black people doing anything on the internet, interestingly enough. And I have this project called Black People Dancing on the Internet. And when you go on TikTok, type djembe, and I promise you will have a really hard time finding a Black person playing a djembe. Crazy! some really, really simple interventions. sugar-free?
Yes.
Don't really like him as a person, just to be honest. But in terms of this track.
Right here, this is called Do It Like I'm Used to It. We got and it's on the green jacket. Just check out the stage out and we up in here. Check it out. Yeah.
Gotta do it like I'm used to it. That was beautiful. Is that me? Shaka Khan again. Phantom Shaka. I was like, I hear Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. All right, give you guys a little bit of break. So, as you see, the Wattis has done an amazing job curating this wonderful vinyl record collection in which many of them are for sale. And the few times that I came early on in the exhibition, I saw this record. Disco and soul dances. So I told you a little bit about hashtag Black people dancing on the internet, right? I'm looking at African diasporic dance cultures, dance styles, sound across the African diaspora. Specifically the ways in which people are using dance online to create connections, and also the ways in which underlined there are political transformations happening and connections happening. This record from the 70s is an attempt to teach people to do these dances via this vinyl, right? Whoa! I mean, we have YouTube, we have VHSs, you know what I mean? Tybo, things like that. Tybo wasn't dance, but you get what I'm saying. And I looked at this book, just pass this around real quick, so you understand the elaborate setup of this record. Can pass this around too. It's amazing. It really is amazing. So I wanted to play one of the songs and do one of the dances. So you'll see in the book, there's a dance called the bump. It's pretty simple. Doesn't take a lot of coordination. Do we know the bump? Raise your hand. I don't have to teach it? Maybe a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Spanish hustle. Roller coaster. All right. Bump, number 3. I don't have my glasses. This is definitely Diego, can you help me? I have a hard time getting to the third one on this thing. Thank you. All right, any brave volunteers? I usually don't do audience participation, but I mean, come on. We can't miss up this opportunity. The bump. I only need one person, maybe. It doesn't have to be that many people. We're gonna listen to the track. Yes, we're gonna listen to the track and figure out where we got it. Yeah, 1 second. Don't want to put you on the spot. You know, spotlight. We almost got it. It's one of these vinyls that has buttons to go from song to song, but then at the same time, it's not always. My biggest thing with technology and performance is it always will go wrong. You could practice 5,000 times. This is definitely the hustle. Can we do number 3? Okay, here we go. Can we get it a little higher, maybe? so many of the different moves that I'm using are actually from different places, right? So you have a little bit of samba, right? And then you have some Chicago footwork, you know what I mean? Then you have, hey, some Philadelphia grace, right? But all of these things, New York City heel toe, they're just variations of each other. I love it. And what is this one called? From the 80s. Ah, not the Roger Rabbit. But there's something else. It's something else. Nobody got it? Okay. But it's similar to the walk. The walk? Did someone
walk
say
is
the
how you
walk?
get the arms going too.
Yes.
Yeah, get the arms going, then you got the walk. There you go. Yeah, that's right.
I guess you could with the hips, yeah. Okay. Oh! Right? You got the walk? I'm on the belly. Huh? I'm on the belly. Bay. I'm so sorry. Tell me something. I know from the Bay, right? Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Duh. Uh-huh.
Well, that's LA.
Okay. Yeah, no.
LA.
Is this it? Come on, I'm a transplant. I'm trying. What else? What else? So I feel like a lot of the dances that I've seen from the West Coast, I guess, are LA, right? Is there one?
Hammer dance.
Huh?
Hammer dance.
Hammer dance?
Oh.
Was he Hammers from San Francisco?
Oakland, yeah. Well, I mean, it'll take you a while to go down, but that's a big idea.
Dumb, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. But yeah, there's so many connections, and it's a beautiful thing. And so much of my time online is a way to soothe loneliness from being so far from so many of the people that I love. So I often talk about Black community, and I have that, but often because of disparity, housing crises, we don't get to be in the same place. So the internet definitely has been a place of solace and connection and intimacy, despite the sort of singularity of being in front of my screen and searching. And often, until recently, it was really difficult to find dances from over the world, but with TikTok, it has literally created so many connections, right? Like right now, South African Amapiano and Amapiano dances are global. It's a beautiful movement. Definitely caught the wave of that. You have Jersey and Philadelphia taking over TikTok constantly. So yeah, 10 years ago, it wouldn't have been so easy to find. For example, when the jerk was really popular, there was a group in LA called the PR Rangers, and they were really, do you remember this? They were really, really good, and you had to go on YouTube, and they were like 12, so they wouldn't post regularly. There was no influencer incentive, right? But you wanted to be on the wave. It was a little bit more challenging. And people are getting compensated, which I think is important to talk about in terms of appropriation and borrowing, being able to give people their flowers. If you don't know about it was like a mega viral dance trend, The Renegade by Jalea Harmon. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. The QR code on my work description sends you to different places, and one of those things is Jalea's work. Amazing dance, look at it. But she wasn't credited, and it took a YouTube, TikTok, Instagram wave of Black creators pointing fingers to her for her to be invited to the talk shows where they do the dances and they give people credit, and she was able to get sponsorships. And I think that, for example, is a very great diversion from what is a history of exploitation and lack of compensation. So that's a little bit of the talky part of that. What else do we have left?
ding da da.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my fave. I also posted it on the Wattis' Instagram. The great thing about this song I love is that you have George's version, right, 80s. Then you have Kevin Albions's version, 90s. Then you have the Roots' version. And each group of those people are trying to figure out ways in which to embody the sound, but uniquely. And what I love about that is that it is a great example of what it means, understanding context and what inspiration means rather than appropriation, right? And giving credit where credit is due. Sonic Journey. What we're gonna play is the Roots' version. We're gonna rock out.
Hey, hey, gotta do it like I used to. Gotta do it like I used to. Gotta do it like I used to. Gotta do it like gotta do it like I used to. Gotta do it like I used to. Gotta do it like I used to. Ding Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. You can find me online at NIC Kay, NIC Kay. Yeah, that's all I have for today. I'm teaching at UC Berkeley in performance. If you ever stop by, I'll be there.